Ever wondered how your paycheck shrinks before it even hits your bank account? Today I'll show you exactly where that money goes. We're breaking down how your employer calculates CPP, EI, and income tax deductions using your TD1 form. Then, we'll look at how payroll records are used to prepare a T4, and finally, what you need to do as an employee when you receive your T4 at tax time. Let's meet Alex. Alex owns a small business with 2 employees, James and Emily. Alex runs payroll on a bi-weekly basis. James earns $2,000 bi-weekly, while Emily earns $4,000 bi-weekly. To keep things simple, we'll start with James and walk through his payroll calculation from start to finish, so you can clearly see how CPP, EI, and income tax are calculated. CPP Canada Pension Plan is an earnings-based social insurance program that provides retirement and disability benefits to eligible contributors. EI, Employment Insurance, is a government program that provides temporary income support to eligible workers who are unemployed or unable to work due to illness, parental leave, or a layoff. Income tax in Canada is a mandatory tax imposed on your earnings by both the federal and provincial or territorial governments. The Canada Revenue Agency, CRA, collects these taxes to help fund essential public services, including healthcare, education, and infrastructure. To calculate James's payroll, Alex goes to the CRA Payroll Deductions online calculator. On the first screen, salary is highlighted, and Alex clicks Next. Entering the employee and employer names is optional, so Alex skips that step. Province, British Columbia. Pay period, bi-weekly. Number of pay periods per year, 26. Bi-weekly payroll has 26 pay periods per year, while semi-monthly payroll is paid on fixed dates, such as the 15th and the 30th or 31st, resulting in 24 pay periods per year. These two are often confused, so be careful when calculating payroll. Next, Alex enters the pay date and clicks Next. Alex enters the salary or wages income per pay period. Salary is a fixed, regular payment not based on hours worked. Wages are paid per hour or per task. James earns $2,000 per biweekly pay period, so Alex enters $2,000 in the salary box. Since the other fields don't apply, Alex clicks Next. At this stage, you can also enter the TD1 amount, which directly affects how much income tax is deducted. Because James did not submit a TD1, the calculator automatically applies the default basic personal amount. Alex then clicks Calculate, and the payroll deductions are generated. For James, earning $2,000 bi-weekly, the deductions are CPP, $110.99 EI, $32.60. Federal income tax, $163.23. Now let's break down how these numbers are calculated. CPP, the Canada Pension Plan. For 2026, the basic exemption amount is $3,500, and the CPP contribution rate is 5.95%. James earns $2,000 bi-weekly, so to annualize his income, we multiply that by 26 pay periods, giving us an annual salary of $52,000. From this amount, we subtract the CPP basic exemption of $3,500, leaving $48,500. If your annual income is less than $3,500, you don't have to pay CPP at all. Next, we apply the CPP rate. $48,500 multiplied by 5.95% equals $2,885.75 in annual CPP contributions. Finally, we divide that amount by 26 to convert it back to a bi-weekly deduction, which comes to $110.99 per pay period. Next, let's look at EI, or employment insurance. There is no basic exemption amount for EI, and the premium rate is 1.63%. Since James earns $2,000 bi-weekly, we simply apply the EI rate to each paycheck. $2,000 multiplied by 1.63% equals $32.60, which is James's bi-weekly EI deduction. Now let's move on to federal income tax. First, we calculate James's annual gross income. Since he earns $2,000 bi-weekly, we multiply that by 26 pay periods, giving us $52,000 per year. Next, we subtract the non-refundable tax credits that apply by default to employment income. These include James's annual CPP contribution of $2,885.75, his annual EI premium of $847.60, the employment amount of $1,501, which helps offset work-related expenses, and the basic personal amount of $16,452. When we add these together, the total non-refundable tax credits come to $21,686.35. Subtracting this from James's annual income leaves $30,313.65 of taxable income. We then apply the 14% federal tax rate, which results in $4,243.91 in annual federal tax. Finally, we divide this amount by 26 to convert it back to a biweekly deduction, giving us $163.23 of federal income tax per pay period. In the next video, we'll look at how payroll records are used to prepare a T4 slip. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or requests for future topics, please leave a comment below.